Today, we are at one of Berlin's many Christmas markets.
And we're going to show you the best way to spend $50.
In the next couple of weeks, we're going to be spending our time at 3 different German Christmas markets. And we're going to show you just how far $50 US, or about the same 50 euros, gets you at each of the markets all over Germany. We are starting our adventure off in Berlin, and we are at the main one here by this Ferris wheel now. There is so much to see and not a lot of time to do it, so let's get started. So we've made a couple quick laps around, and I think that we've decided in one of these soups in a bread bowl. The sign says that it's only 9 euros, and I think that the bread bowl comes included in it, so let's start there.
So he had 3 options up there: a pumpkin carrot, a cheese soup, and a goulash. Everyone that ordered before us got the cheese soup, so that's what we decided to get. It looks amazing. It's like a creamy soup. It's thinner than I was expecting because it's cheese. And how cute is this little lid? I can't believe this is only 9 euro with the bread bowl. Oh my God, that is so cheap. Look how cute this is.
I love the hat.
Yeah, right? The hat's what makes
great.
it. And it's so cold out. So the outside of this is cold, but when you take this off, the soup is still so steamy. He also topped it with bacon, croutons, and onions. It looks freaking amazing. It's thinner than I was expecting because it looks like a nacho cheese, but it's definitely not.
I love that they add croutons as if this giant bread bowl with the hat was not enough.
It tastes like a creamy potato. Wow, I was expecting it to be like a white nacho cheese. It's definitely not. Oh, you can taste that sourdough bread flavor in there too. There's carrots, there's some onions it looks like.
I want to try some of that crusty bread inside. He was actually holing out each bowl individually, so he's working like painstakingly hard to do this. The bread is like a nice soft texture, and it sops up that soup so good. Environmentally friendly and edible.
Warm, cozy, comforting, the perfect start to our Christmas market.
So we just finished our bread bowl, but there is something called hand bread that we've never tried before, and there's a huge line of people eating it. And it looks like there's some sort of cheese scenario, and he's putting dollops of sour cream on everything. I don't know how much it costs, but we're gonna go. We have to get one because everyone seems to be loving them. All right, so this thing is piping hot, and it is stuffed with cheese. There was 2 options, ham or mushroom. We decided to go with that smoked ham, and he has like a nice dollop of sour cream, and he's added some chives to it. The bread is super crusty, but it's also really soft. That bread is almost like a pizza dough. You can tell that it's hand rolled, and they have a huge oven next to them that they're making this thing in. The cheese is smoky, like a Gouda, and I don't know if that's from the ham or if that's the type of cheese that it is. The sour cream is sour, and the chives add like just a bright bite to it. This is a phenomenal Christmas treat. This puppy was 7 euros, and it is a hefty snack. This is so bomb. It is like it's a situation that I've never had before.
It's so warm.
Yeah,
So smoky. Whoa, it's a Gouda for sure. Smoky flavor.
It's bomb, whatever it is. So the thing I think this reminds me the most is like a calzone, but with a little sour cream on it. It is an awesome Christmas snack. No wonder they're so popular. Let's go see what else we can find. So if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to check out our Christmas market playlist. We have a whole playlist of all the Christmas markets we visited all over Europe, and you're not going to want to miss a single one of them.
You can't come to a German Christmas market without getting some Glühwein, so that's our next stop. We are going to get something new that we've never tried before, which is Grog, and I think it's made with rum. It looks like a punch, and it's yellow, but a lot of people have it at this market, so Brandon's going to try that, and I'm going to get a red Glühwein.
Okay, so I asked the gentleman what the Grog was, and he said it's just rum and hot water. I read online that it was like butterscotch or something with like cider and rum, but I don't know exactly what I got. I am gonna give it a try though. Yep. Oh, it's so hot. You breathe in like fumes.
Burn your tongue?
Oh, yo, that is not my jam, dude.
What is it?
It is legit. There's no sugar or anything. It is legitimately just rum and hot water. Like, he was not kidding. What an interesting thing. I don't really know why you would want this. But €5, it'll get the job done. Am I right, brother?
Okay, so there's two choices when it comes to Glühwein. There's red and white. I decided to get the red one. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, this is so good. You should have got Glühwein. Nice and bitter. It tastes like Christmas. It's like a hot sangria. Usually they put like a fruit in it. This stall was really busy right now, so they may have just skipped out on the fruit. But for $5, this is great. And this cup is so cute.
Wait, you got to try mine after that.
It tastes like something you would get like to make you feel better.
It's terrible, right?
There's like no sweet. It's literally just rum, which is like my least favorite alcohol also. Oh, Brandon. We're gonna have to take it like hot shots.
No, we're good, dude. It'll do the trick. I do want to try that Glühwein though.
This window right here, that's what I thought Brandon was getting. You see like the creaminess of it? I got it. He was great. That guy was so nice. I said, does that have alcohol? And he said, yeah. And then he said, you either love it or you hate it. And he gave me a little taste before I had to buy it. I wasn't going to get another Glühwein, so I said I loved it.
Wait, what's it called?
It's eggnog punch.
Eggnog punch?
Hot eggnog. And then he asked if I want whipped cream on it. This was €7, and then I paid another $5 for the deposit. So we have now $15 coming back to us. But it was great. It was so nice of him to give me a taste of it. I can't wait for you to try it. I tasted it already, so I'm going to give it to Brandon so he can try it.
All right, give it to me.
That was what I thought we were getting. I didn't get to try it with the cream, so I'm excited for you to try it.
What'd you say it was called again?
Eggnog punch.
Eggnog punch. Oh, man, I am striking out left and right. You tried this and you still bought this?
Yeah.
The whipped cream helps a lot. It's so sour. If it's like eggnog punch, there's definitely something acidic in there. It does taste like eggs, and it's creamy, but not super thick like a traditional eggnog would be. The thing that's taking me off is like that it's so sour.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is better than that rum water you got.
Better than the rum water.
Your pirate water.
I will give you that. Man, this is something to try. We're living the dream here at the Berlin Christmas Market.
This does not count towards our $1 because this was a surprise purchase.
€10 for both of these. I'm gonna need to find a snack to wash these drinks down with though, for sure.
Yeah, I saw some chips. Let's get chips. We've seen a few of these chip stalls and they look too delicious to pass up, so we're gonna get some chips. There's 3 or 4 different kinds of dip, but only one says warm, so I think we're gonna get the warm cheese dip. It also says that there's garlic or salty, and I can see a seasoned chip, so we're gonna go with garlic seasoned chips and warm cheese. Haven't seen anyone get dip yet, so I don't know if people aren't dipping, if we're gonna be the only ones.
Oh, we're dipping, dude.
Yeah, we're dipping, right?
This is
Yeah.
America dips.
Always dip. Can I do garlic chips and cheese sauce?
Yes.
All right, so she was like cutting them fresh and making them like as you go. So the chips are like as fresh as they could possibly be. We got the garlic kind. There's also salty available, but obviously if there's garlic, you go garlic, right? The garlic flavor is so strong. Wow. Woo. There's so much garlic. It's like almost spicy. It's garlicky. Ooh, wow. They're so cool how there's so many different like shapes and spirals. A little cheese dip on there. Nacho cheese.
You know, it's just it's humongous. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see how large it is in real life.
It's a lot of chips. This is like what a perfect little like bowling alley snack would be.
Oh, totally.
Right? Yeah. But these are freaking amazing. They're so crispy and light. And the seasoning on there is so good.
Dude, we're striking gold at this market so far. This is our first one of many, and we have been just lights out hitting banger after banger. Alyssa said Santa's coming. Oh my God, she's right.
Kann ganz genau auf unseren Weihnachtsmarkt schauen.
Goodbye. Good luck on your journey. You know, as far as chip, that's the coolest chip I've ever had.
So we totaled it up and we have €15 left to spend. I know Brandon wants a sausage and we need to get something sweet. So let's go see what else we can find.
So we are wandering around and doing a lap, and there's a bunch of like dipped chocolates, and there's definitely those chimney cakes that are stuffed with different things. I saw an ice cream vendor, but the thing that looks the most delicious to me are these fried donut balls. I'm not quite sure how to say the German name, but we just saw a really cool stand, so I think that we're headed there next for something sweet. So we are having a little difficulty understanding, but we're gonna try something called a Schmalzkuchen, I think is a traditional German fried donut. They have different flavors. We saw something with Nutella, something with vanilla. We saw powdered sugar with cinnamon with our translator, but we're not really sure exactly what we're gonna get, but it's 6 pieces for $5, so we're gonna do this for dessert. We got them.
What did you say they are?
I don't know. They said they're not filled with anything, so I have no idea, but I got what I wanted. I got powdered sugared fried donut balls. Oh, they are super warm and pillowy. The outside is crispy, and it's like a chewy pull-apart donut. It's a little bit more dense than a traditional donut. Powdered sugar makes it. I will say that I would have preferred the smaller ones that came with more fried surface area than the inside. The inside is kind of chewy, almost tastes like a bread instead of like an airy traditional donut that you would have.
The powdered sugar on the outside is really good. I'm just not a fan of the inside. It's like kind of plain, like just chewy bread. So they're not my favorite dessert in the world, but you do get 6 of them for €5, which is like a steal of a deal.
This is how the freak's eating them. She's just eating the surface area now, and they are way better that way.
I like just the crunchy outside. But we just saw like over the trees that way, that looks like there's another little Christmas market. And I think we can get there like a 7-minute walk. So I think we're gonna head over there and see if we can find Brandon a sausage to end the night with.
This was a great decision. That's what I love about Germany. They are so into their markets that some will have local ones and there's bigger ones. There's always multiple going on in each city at one time, and that is so cool. This one is actually called the Winter Market at Humboldt Forum, and it's a little bit more laid back. There's also some more international cuisine that we saw here at this one, but it is lit really cool, and there are plenty of people who have just gotten off of work who are enjoying a Glühwein with their co-workers afterwards. But this place is super cool, and it's definitely worth the one-stop ride on the train or the 8-minute walk to get to both markets. It's so cool how they've projected all these lights like up onto the roof, and each thing is just so intricately decorated. This is like such a laid-back market, one of the more chill ones we've been to in Europe. I've seen many sausage stands today, but I have yet to see one selling half-a-meter long bratwurst, and this stand definitely does. And I think it's only €7 for an enormous sausage, and I know that's going to push us right close to our budget, so we are going to give that a shot for our last bite of the day. Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's so big.
All right. So I have secured the goods. One thing you definitely have to try at a German Christmas market is the sausage. They make amazing bread, and the sausages are usually super snappy and flavorful. They had ketchup and hot mustard that you can add for yourself, and it actually comes on a huge piece of bread. Normally the bread's pretty small, but this thing is enormous. I cannot wait to dig in. I only put ketchup on half because Alyssa's not a ketchup fan, but I am stoked to eat this bad boy. Let's just give this huge bratwurst a try.
I can't believe this was only €7. It's crazy for €7 that you can get this much.
Talk to me. There's actually a ton of caraway in that sausage. It's piping hot. The casing is great. The mustard is a little bit hot. I haven't quite gotten to the bread yet because the sausage is so long. So the bread is super crusty and the sausage is so herbaceous that it is just a perfect combination. And I have at least a meter or a half a meter to go, so there is plenty of this to enjoy. I can't speak to the quality of the other sausages here, but this one is absolutely delicious for €7. It's gonna take me a long time to eat all this, but it is fantastic. And this is a perfect way to end our day at the Christmas market in Berlin. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who love Christmas.
We are headed to 6 more Christmas markets around Europe to show you what $50 can get in a bunch of different countries. So make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss it.
Merry Christmas. We decided that we've passed up too many Ferris wheels and the line was short, so we are boarding the Ferris wheel now.
The Ferris wheel is $7.50 per adult, but they do have a very good family deal where you get 2 adults and 2 children for €21, which is a steal of a deal. Oh my gosh, we're going already. That was so fast.
We're rocking so
Look at
much.
this view.
Wow, this is totally worth it.
We thought this was going to be a small Christmas market. It's much bigger than I expected. This is our third time around. I love this. I'm so sad that we've missed out on so many Ferris wheels because we didn't want to pay the $7.
Yeah, definitely worth the money, no doubt. I love the view of the TV tower and all the old buildings. This city is really cool, and this is a perfect way to see it in the wintertime.
And now we're at the very top, and this is where they let people off. Oh, jeez. This is where we're stuck. We're at the very tippy top. Look! It's the highest you can be.